Good morning, students. I hope you all have developed some understanding about the setting, plot, theme, and character of the story with the help of previous video. Before we begin with the chapter, I want you all to sit with your books and a pencil in your hand. We will read the chapter and try to develop understanding of it. For your convenience, we will read a paragraph and then try to explain it. Let's begin. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning Lencho, who knew his field intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Over here, Lencho the farmer lived on the only house that was there on the top of a low hill. From there one could see a river and a cornfield which were ready for harvest. Lencho had utmost confidence that the harvest would give him great profit. The only thing his crops needed was rainfall. He spent his entire morning looking at the sky in the northeast direction, expecting some rain. Let's move on to the next paragraph. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman was preparing supper, replied, Yes, God willing. The older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones were playing near the house, until the woman called to them all, Come for dinner! Lencho, while looking at the sky, tells his wife confidently that they are going to have rain. The lady replies that she hopes everything happens as they expect. Their elder children were working at the field, and the younger ones were playing near the house, when everybody was called by Lencho's wife for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall in the northeast. In the northeast, huge mountains of cloud could be seen approaching. Over here, it means that during that time, while they were having the dinner, the drops of rain began to fall, thereby proving Farmer's prediction to be true. The wind was pleasant and cloud could be seen approaching from the northeast. Let's move ahead. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. When he returned, he exclaimed, These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces, and the little one are 5. Lencho goes out of the house to take pleasure in feeling the droplets on his body. He reflects to the drizzles as coin, the larger one being equivalent to 10 cents, and the smaller ones 5. He says so because these raindrops would ensure a good crop, giving them a lot of money for their entire year hard work. I hope this much is clear to each one of you. If you still have any queries, you can post them to us after the explanation is over. Let's move ahead and read the next paragraph. With satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower. draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. The writer is trying to explain that unexpectedly the strong wind started blowing, turning the rain into a hailstorm. The innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to play and collect the hailstones, which looked like frozen pearls to them. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white, as if covered with salt. Lencho exclaimed and hoped that everything ended quickly, which to his disappointment did not. The hailstones which were falling from the sky covered the entire valley, including his house, garden, hillside, and his cornfield. Everything turned white due to hailstone, that it seemed as if it was covered in salt. So when the writer is giving an expression covered with salt, it refers to everything turning white due to hailstones. Let's read ahead. Not a leaf remained on the tree. The corn was totally destroyed. Totally refers to completely. The flowers were gone from the plant. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm has passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his son, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this." Lencho was left extremely disappointed, as everything went against his expectation. The leaves shed from the tree, corns were completely destroyed. While standing in his destroyed field, he conveyed his sorrow to his sons and stated that a storm of locusts would have caused less destruction. Children, locust is a crop-eating insect, and the plague of locust refers to the destruction caused by the swarm of locusts. Let's read ahead. This year we have no corn. The night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no one who could help us this year. We all go hungry this year. Lencho felt completely helpless, and he was devastated and feared that they might have to starve that year, as their entire year hard work has been destroyed by the hailstorm. I hope this portion is clear to all of you. In case of any doubt, any query, feel free to post your questions to your teachers and we will try to answer them. Before we move ahead to the second part of your chapter, let's review. There are 6 questions given in front of you. I'm reading them out. Question number 1. Where was Lencho's house located? Question number 2. What did Lencho hope for? Question number 3. What were Lencho's boys doing? Question number 4. Why did Lencho say that the raindrops were like new coins? Question number 5. How did rain change? What happened to Lencho's fields? Question number 6. What were Lencho's feeling when the hail stopped? These questions are given to you children to develop the understanding of what you have read. Try to reflect on each of these questions, and your respective teachers will discuss these questions with you once the part 1 of your explanation is over. Thank you. Till we do the next part, try reflecting on what you have read and understand, and in case of any other issues, please do let us know. Thank you, kids.